Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. I'm Kim, a fairly average mum, and today I've got a huge Georgia Asda haul with the try on. So let's get cracking. Hiya, how are you all diddling? I'm doing really well. I'm not gonna lie, I've been putting off filming because I'm so super tired. I'm just tired all the time these days. I got up early yesterday because I had a hair appointment. I know what you're thinking. No, you didn't, right? No, I didn't. So I had sort of thought my appointment was at 9:30. But you know what it's like? Sometimes you're so convinced of a time that you've talked yourself out of it. I can't be right. I absolutely cannot be right. It's me we're talking about. It's not going to be 9:30. So I rang. Thank goodness I did, because they'd accidentally put me in at the 5th of May instead of yesterday. So I didn't end up getting my hair done. But I were already up and ready. This is at 8:30 in the morning when I knew that I didn't actually have an appointment. So, so I were up super early yesterday. So I didn't have a lie-in. And then this morning I had to get up as well because I had other jobs to do. At one point today, about 12 o'clock, I just thought, you know what, I need a nap. I need a nap. So that's what I've been doing. I've been having a nap. So it's now 3 o'clock. I'm like, if you don't get on and film now, Kim, there ain't going to be any videos this week. So, right, I went to Georgia Asda. I had to go. I literally had to go because, my kettle broke yesterday, and 3 days ago, my toaster broke. Okay, they were actually gifted to me from our Neve. They were Neve's originally when she were in her flat. And then when she'd moved out, there were better ones than I'd got. So I ended up swapping mine for the ones she'd got. And they've been doing brilliantly ever since. But they gave up the ghost, right? They both had clearly been bought at the same time because they both quit at the same time. So with no kettle all yesterday, I'm there boiling a pan. Sorry, I've got a hair in my eye now. There. Okay. I had been boiling a pan of water in order to make myself a brew. So I couldn't deal with it anymore. I thought I'm going to have to go get a kettle. You'll note it's still in the box. These are the first two things I want to show you. These are not clothes, and then we'll get on to the clothes. But I wanted to show you before I unboxed it. So even though I went and bought it yesterday, all last night and all this morning, I've been boiling a pan of water because I didn't want to get it out of the box before I showed you it. You know, go figure. Anyway, this is my kettle that I bought, so I can now get it out the box. I just went for the one. It's not the cheapest one they do. They do one that's about £5. This one at £9.95, and they also had this in grey, but I went for the white. It's hard for me to see these days, and what I like is to know that my kettle's clean. So it's easier to see drips or marks on a white kettle than it is on a grey kettle at this point. Hang on. Okay, I went to get some scissors. These are definitely being kept because I do need a toaster and I do need a kettle. There we go. Lovely. Absolutely lovely. Sure, it'll do the job. Fantastic. Yeah, it's like the one that I've just got rid of, actually. In fact, it might be exactly the same kettle as the one that's just broken. Except mine were in grey. It looks very, very similar. The stand looks identical as well. It was this bit that had actually broken. It made no connection when you put it on. So anyway, that's my new kettle. Very happy about that. I'll give that a wash out and then I'll be able to use it. And then I got the toaster that went with it, but I just got the 2-slice toaster. Because for all I would even given me a 4-slice toaster, I realised there's only ever me eating toast. There's very rare, even that when our Jake comes and stays, that we end up making toast that's the quickest thing to make. What I mean is, we could very easily put 2 slices in and then put 2 more slices in. And that is the only time there's ever anybody else here. So I got myself a new toaster, but I just got the 2-slice. I thought there'd be more room on my work surface as well. And I keep my toaster, I don't know about you, but I keep my toaster on a tray so that it's easy to clean. You know, you empty the crumbs out and it's already on a tray. And then you put the toaster back together again and you get what's on the tray, tip it into the bin. It's a lot easier, I find. But my tray is a little bit small for the 4-slice one as well. So it's actually a Christmas tray. What can I do? But yeah, I've got this one. So nice new toaster anyway. I think these are the same ones that Neve had bought, except she bought them in grey and she bought the 4-slice toaster. I've got the 2-slice toaster and the kettle, but they look very familiar to me is what I'm saying. Anyway, while they were there, it wouldn't be me if I'd not picked up a whole load of clothes, would it? And they had some lovely dresses in, so I thought, I'm giving it a go. You know, you don't know until you've tried these things, do you? Well, certainly I don't. I've no idea what suits me, so I bought loads. Okay, so we'll start with first couple. It's getting on to nice weather. It's been beautiful today and yesterday, so I'm super excited about it, and I wanted some little dresses that I could wear with some leggings. I'm going to go back to Primark this week to pick up some leggings. It's my specific thing that I'm going to do. So yeah, I'm going to go back this week and do that. But anyway, I picked up this little dress. I'm going to have to wear these with the trousers that I've got on because, yeah, I haven't got any leggings that I want to put on at the moment. So I have got black ones, but I'm slightly worried they're going to be a bit tight, if I'm honest. So, yeah, we'll just wear them with this pair of crops that I've got on. Anyway, this dress was £10. I bought all these in a 14. I think I did anyway. So it's just a little flary one. It's in like cream and black. Is it cream? Yeah, it's certainly off-white. It's got a round neck at the front. I'm hoping it's not too high at the neck and it's sleeveless. It's got 3 tiers. So this tier at the bottom, a middle tier, and then the top that's part of the actual bodice bit. So I suppose a bodice with 2 tiers, in fact. Yeah, it's in reasonably nice fabric as well. Not bad at all, that. So I'm excited to give that a go. And I thought a tenner, you know, it's a good bargain, innit? And I saw this, which is a bit more dressy. Oh, I had to buy this in a 16. Right. If it's too big for me, I'm happy to swap it out. But they only had 16 and ups in this. And I just thought they were very, very pretty. So it's a much more dressy dress. It's got a long sleeve with this extra bit going over here. I thought it was really pretty. Floaty long sleeve. Bit Lawrence Llewellyn Bowen, you know. And then it's got a tie neck here. So you can tie it quite high. It's also got little frills going over the shoulder here. Like a little wee frill. It's in like the chiffon. And then it flares out in the body. It's got like an underskirt t-shirt, not t-shirt, like a satiny sort of underskirt dress on it, but it's not too tight. It's not one of them fitted ones. It's one of them ones that skims over your body underneath. And it's in this beautiful sort of pink with blacks. I absolutely loved it. Really loved it. Thought it'd be really nice for sort of, you know, a more dressy dress. So excited to give that one a try. This was more expensive though. This was £22 for that one. So like I say, I had to get it in 16 because they only had 16 and I think a 22. I think they had 2 16s, a 22 and then up from there. So I had to pick it up in the 16 or not. But I thought it'll be all right to give it a go, won't it? We'll see anyway. I've got loads more. Oh, I bought a couple of nighties. Hang on. This is the first one. I've realised I much prefer a nightie. Given the option between a pair of pyjamas and a nightie, I'm always going to gravitate towards the nightie. I've also got loads of pyjamas. Because I get pyjama box, I have got lots and lots of pairs of pyjamas. I also love Primark shorty pyjamas. So when I want a pair of pyjamas, I've got loads of them. Unfortunately, I haven't got so many nighties. So I wanted to pick myself up a couple. And these are... They're currently £8 each or 2 for £14. So I got myself this. I always size up in a nightie. Always size up. I love this greeny colour, this sort of minty green. It's got little, are they dots? Little dots on them. And it's just a short sleeve night dress. Definitely going to keep these because I'm desperate for some more. I'm currently wearing like a vest one that I got from Asda. But it really needs to go in wash. I don't have another nightie clean to put on. So I'll be wearing this tonight. Absolutely wearing it tonight. So there's that one. And then the other one I got was this navy one, which were the only one that they had in my size. They did have some very pretty colours, but it were navy and that colour that were the only ones. Well, not in my size. They're a size up. They're in a 16, 18. But like I say, I always size up in a nightie because I just like the extra fabric. I find... It really annoys me when you turn over in bed and your night is too tight. But because inevitably when I turn over in bed, I leave some of my nightie behind me. If I've got loads of fabric, it doesn't matter. But if it's quite fitted, you know, it's a bit smaller, it does, and I end up having to shuffle and try and drag the night dress out. It's part of the problems of having a single bed. You can't just roll over, you've got to scooch over when you're in a single bed. I'm not objecting, it's me that decided on single bed. I would rather have more floor space in my flat. But anyway, so I got the navy. That's a long story for why I actually size up, but also why the only ones in that size was navy and that sort of minty green one. So got the navy as well. Definitely keeping those. 2 for £14. I think it's an out and out bargain. And they wash brilliantly and they're super nice. I just absolutely love them. I also bought myself a navy cardigan. I've got some more interesting things, but I love this style of cardigan. I've bought quite a few from charity shops. They're just my kind of thing. So they're a fine knit cardigan and they've got long sleeves, but they're long in the body and have a couple of pockets. I've literally picked this exact cardigan up from a charity shop before. I think it were about a £5, maybe £4.99. They're £15 new. But the charity shop ones, obviously, I've got some wear to them, so they don't last quite so long. So I'm hoping this will last me forever, really. It's just a long-bodied, long-sleeve cardigan in this super fine knit. They're super soft. They wash brilliantly. Absolutely love them. Primark sometimes do these as well, or they certainly did in the past, because I've picked up a couple of these at charity shops from Primark. But I haven't seen any recently that are in this sort of longer style. They've got loads of the shorter ones, but not so many of the longer ones. So this is also a definite keep for me. Barring it being super itchy when I put it on, this is absolutely my kind of thing. So we'll definitely be keeping that. Right, I bought myself a little camisole. I'm always short of a white camisole. Always short of a white camisole at this time of year. Some things just need an extra layer underneath, and I find these are perfect for it. So they are just like I could say a white camisole. They've got a V-neck, and they're lower at the back, and yeah, they're quite sort of wide in the body, reasonably wide in the body, and flare slightly out. But there are just some things that I like to have, basically a vest underneath. But without it being a vest. I don't want it to be cosy warm. I just want it to be an extra layer to put under things that are a bit see-through. So when I seen this, I thought I'm having it. It was £7. I also got it in a 14. So extremely happy about that. I've got loads of stuff that need an extra layer. And at the moment, I've got just one off-white camisole that will go under all these things. And so I'm constantly waiting for that to come out of the wash to put under certain things. So I'll be very happy if that looks all right on. Very, very happy. Then I got this navy dress. Okay, so this, now I'm thinking, oh, it's black actually. Now I'm thinking it's not dissimilar in style to the 90s. In that it's got like this lower neck at the front. Is it a round or a V? A V neck at the front. Little sleeves. And yeah, it goes wider in the body, except this entirely different fabric and has got some nice design features on it. So this has got like a puffy sleeve, but it's a 2-layer puffy sleeve. So it's like they've made the sleeve, and then instead of stitching it round here, they've brought it back up on the inside, so it's a double-layered sleeve. And it's also got this really nice little white spot on it, but it's in this like crinkle fabric as well. It's just a shorty dress, but I thought it were really nice. And this were also reasonably cheap. It were £12. So that might be really nice with just a pair of like leggings underneath as well. I liked it because there were no like gathering in round the middle. I don't like anything that's got elastic round the middle. It upsets me. Right, next up I got this dress. This is a blue one, really pretty. So this is in different style. My tag's all bunched up from being in the bag. It was £16. So this has got like a higher neck at the back and then a tie detail at the front. It's also got gathers on at the neck. It's got short sleeves that are a bit sort of puffy. Sort of gathers over the shoulder here to make them a bit puffy. And then it goes down and wider in the body, and it's got this extra line, different fabric at the bottom. So it sort of goes into this sort of alternate way print at the bottom. Thought it was really nice. thought it would work giving it a go as well. And I also quite like things that have got this tie detail at the front. So I'm hopeful for that. We'll see anyway. Absolutely going to see whether it's any good. And then I bought this beach cover up. I'm not going to a beach anytime soon. But what I liked it for is sometimes when I come home and it's hot weather, I've got like a vest top on, right? Or something like that. And I want to throw something over the top. Basically like a thin nightgown. Without it being, no, like a thin dressing gown. Without it being a dressing gown, you know. And so if I've got a little shorty dress on, I'll take my leggings off. Take any cardi off that I've got over the top that I've been out of the house in. And then I want something just to throw on that's nice and loose. It'll keep me cool, but it's also not, I'm going to bed. So I dare take the bin out in, you know. So I bought this anyway. No, it's really pretty. It's just in white. It's got a long sleeve, well, sort of an half sleeve. I suppose it's a short sleeve, but this is definitely going to come off your shoulder, making this a bit longer. It's got this embroidered detail around the bottom of the sleeve and also over the shoulder of the sleeve. And then it sort of has it got any ties? No, it's just open down the front. It's also got the embroidery detail going round the waist and all the way down the front and round the hem. I just thought it were really, really pretty. Also goes round the back of the neck like so. I thought it were lovely for what it's supposed to be, which is a beach cover up. But also it'd be perfect for what I need it for. It's a nice thin layer that's going to cover me up if I have to go outside. But it's not going to keep me hot in the hot weather. So really excited about that. This was £16 as well. I think this were in a medium. I think you got these in a medium, large, etc. Yeah, I bought this in a medium. So these were in a small, medium, large, etc. So yeah, it's also in this sort of lined fabric. I imagine it'll be quite creasy, but I don't imagine I'll care in reality. So very excited to give that one a try as well. Thought it'd be really nice, like I say, for just slinging on when you're in the house. Say you've just got a sundress on and somebody knocks at your door and you don't want to answer in just a sundress. It'd be nice to sort of pull that on and I'll feel like able to answer my door, you know. But anyway, those are all my things, so I'm going to try them on. And I'm going to go put my kettle in my kitchen as well. Give it a wash while I'm on, right? So I can have a cuppa using a proper kettle. All right, so I'll insert the try-ons now and then I'll come back to you. Okay, I thought we'd start with a night dress and get those out of the way. Can you see how long they are? Look, right, honestly. This is me on a night time. Get home, get myself showered and what have you, and put one of these on. Honestly, it's so comfy. And I can just sit on my bed and chill for the rest of the day. Absolutely amazing. I won't try on the navy one as well because they're both identical. But yeah, would highly recommend these nighties. I love the length of them. And I just love how comfy they are. And I also love the fact that you can upsize in them without any messing. They're just so comfy. Absolutely love them. Really love them. I'll show you back. Why not? Why not? So that is my nightie, right? So I'm keeping both these. Absolutely no questions asked. And at some point might go back and get some more. Yeah. Eventually they do get pagged and you end up having to get rid of them. But so do I. You know, I'm getting pagged at the same time. So yeah, I'm going to keep this and the navy one. So love these. Right, let's get on to the dresses and things. Why not? Okay, this is too big round the top. It really is too big. I don't have a right lot of bust. You know, I've got a load of belly, but not a lot of bust. So, yeah, it's just too big round the top. It's bagging. I don't know if you can see this, where my arms are underneath here. It's just too big. And in any case, I'm not overly fond. I'm really not. I wish this were just a little bit lower. Just a wee bit lower. And similarly with the neck. I don't think I'm going to take this back and size down in it because I don't think I like it enough. I do feel like I'm masquerading as slightly a cow. You know, it feels slightly cow print to me, this one. Yeah, I don't think this is going to be something that I'm like skipping back to the Asda to swap into a 12. No, I just don't. I also am worried if I do swap it into a 12 that it's going to start you like been really tight. No, it wouldn't be, would it? No, it wouldn't be. There's loads of stretch in it. It's too big for me, and also is not that flattering on me, and there are no pockets, which is slightly upsetting me. So sadly, this is a no. It's a very nice dress. Could imagine young lasses getting on with this, you know, could. I think it's really pretty. One of the ones that I'd have bought my kids, say like we were going on holiday, well I probably wouldn't have bought them in this pattern, to be honest. But in this style, I might have bought them if we were going on holiday, you know, and they needed just some stuff that it didn't matter if it got trashed, like things do on holiday, you know. Yeah, yes. And maybe what I'm saying is it's meant for a much younger woman. That's maybe what I'm saying, but anyway, it is what it is. I'm not mad about it. It's okay. I will just take it back. I've got plenty of other things to try on. Right, let's try something else on. Yeah, my recommendation if you're getting this size down, unless you've got a very big bust, but I'd size down in it. It's quite, you know, it's quite a lot of room in it, to be honest. Right, so let's try something else on. Okay, I absolutely love the cardigan. Really, really love the cardigan. I know everybody's going to universally hate it because it is big on me and also it's quite long on me, but it's just a bit of me, this cardi. Absolutely a bit of me. I love it. It's that fine knit that I just love, and also it covers a multitude of things. It does. And it's got pockets. Let's be honest about it. My favourite things with pockets in a fine knit that cover a multitude of things, and nothing that is too tight. Nothing that's too tight. Speaking of which, what on earth is going on with this vest? Let me take this off to show you. This is too small on me. It's just too small. It's like pulling across my bust here. Can you see? Look, the pull lines there. I haven't got a big bust. I've only got a wee bust. So yeah, it's pulling across here. It's just too tight. It's a shame because I really like it. This might be something I take back and exchange for a bigger size. But this is just, yeah, it's just too tight. I hope you can see what I mean. It's pulling right across here and making what is already a small feature even more like pancakes. So yeah, sadly that's a no. I may go back and exchange this and size up in it. I do like it very much. I like the neckline. I like the little spaghetti straps. I think for what I need it for, which is to go under other things, it's great. It's not too massive on the body, but it does cover you. It just needs to be a size bigger so that it's not doing that pulling thing across here, because it really is pulling. So sadly this is a no, but the cardigan's a yes. I do love my cardi. I love anything that's made out of t-shirt fabric and don't restrict me in any way. You know, and that cardigan, for all it's knitted, feels like it's the same thickness as t-shirt in fabric, and I love it. All right, I'm going to try something a bit more exciting. In fact, hang on. While we've got this on, let's try this. I think this is going to be lovely. I do. I think it's going to be great. Oh, it is. It's really nice. Right, do you see what I mean about it looking a bit like a dressing gown, but it being a cover-up? And the sleeves are, in fact, quite long, even though they're cut so that they look short. They are quite long. This would be a beautiful cover-up on holiday. It really would. You'd better just sling this on to cover it. Oh, it'd just be so nice. I can imagine sitting by a pool, pulling this on because the sun were a bit high and it were like I were getting too like burnt or something. Just really, really nice. I love it. It is quite big, but yeah, you expect that with a cover up, don't you? I just sort of wish it had pockets. That's the only thing, but I actually really, really like it. And for what I want it for, which is basically a cover up, but in my house, it's going to be perfect. It'd also make a really nice dressing gown, you know, in the hot weather. It really would. Oh, love it. Absolutely love it. And I think I'm going to keep this one, guys. Yeah, I'm definitely going to keep this one. I think it's really pretty. And yeah, great. I love it. Next time in Primark, I'm going to have a look, see if the cover-ups in there, because they've got loads of cover-ups in there. And see if there's any other ones I can get just while this isn't wesh, you know. Just have an extra one, like you do. But yeah, would highly recommend this one. I think it's really pretty. It's also really thin, but it's got nice little details on it. Really, really nice details. I love all this sort of, you know, embroidered edge on it and things. I just think it's really pretty. And white goes with everything in summer, doesn't it? You know, so very, very happy with this. Going to keep this one. Defo. Right, let's move on to some of the other things. Can't remember what I've got now. I think I've got dresses left. Yeah, I think I've got some dresses left, so let's try them on, okay? Okay, actually like it. I really like it. These sleeves are really bizarre because, like I say, the fabric is sort of, it's double layered, so it's stitched up to the edge. So it's like folded in half, and then both edges are stitched in here. So the bit on the underside is actually smaller than the bit on the outside. It's also stitched there, but it forms like a little pocket thing that your arm fits through. I really like it. I do like it. I'm surprised by how much I like it. And I also think it's a bargain. You could belt it if you wanted to. I'm not going to belt it. I ain't going to restrict myself in any way that I don't have to do. I really like this one. I'm really, really surprised by how much, but I do like it a lot. I could see me just slinging this on to go out to shops, you know. It's covering quite a lot of my scar as well. Let me turn around to show you. Can you see? It's covering quite a lot of that scar, isn't it? So, there's only the bottom half of it sort of showing. I'm really loving this. I'm keeping this. Definitely, definitely keeping this. I love it. Really, really love it. Can you imagine either with bare legs, sorry, I've got a thread on it, either with bare legs or a pair of like leggings, it'd be really, really nice. I love it. Definitely keeping it. This is my favourite little dress I think I've tried on from Asda ever, right? And certainly in any sort of amount of time gone by that I can remember. Yeah, I really love it. I think it's going to wash brilliantly as well. It's going to be one of them ones that's in and out wash, dried and back in my drawer in no time. Fabulous. Love it. Keeping it. What a bargain. I forgot to say as well, in that white top would highly recommend sizing up, right, which is bizarre. 2 tops, one size down, one size up. This dress, I love. I'm keeping it, okay. Really, really love it. And I'm happy about that as well because I'm aware that I'm not so sure about what these other 2 are going to look like on me. So, the fact that I've got one that I really like is fab. Okay, let's try the others on. Eek. No, absolutely not. Right, I think I've tried I think the top that I tried on a few weeks ago is the same style as this that I'd forgotten until I put this on. So this is, the reason it's hanging open like this is because in the shop, they have them tied shut in a bow, right? Like this. And in order to get them off the coat hanger, in order to get them on your head, you have to undo that bow because how they have it tied up is so small, right? These 2 bits match. My neck ain't going in that, right? I don't have a particularly massive neck or anything. I'm not hench or anything. But, and they're all in the shop, they're all now sort of hanging down like this. But when they first went into the shops, they were all really tight but I think what it is they've made this neck too small. And so everybody's had to untie it to get it off the hanger or to get it on the body. It's also huge around the top. Okay, so this bit is really big. It's too big on me, massive on me. So this is a size down. But also bear in mind that you ain't ever going to be able to tie this neck together without having, you know, it's not going to meet, if you see what I mean. It's going to be sort of slightly open when you tie it, or you could leave it hanging down. In either case, I don't like it. I mean, there's loads of fabric around here, but the neck is made for a toddler. You know, it really is. It's too small on the neck. And I just don't like it. I really, really dislike it. I think it's just sort of hanging, doing now. It's just, it feels very caftan-like in reality. It's just hanging and doing nothing. Really nothing. So this one is a no from me. I like things that are loose fitting, but this looks like a tent. All I need is guide ropes, you know, and a fly net, and I'm away to go. So absolutely not on this one, absolutely not. No chance. Right, I'm going to try on the last dress, the more goey-outy dress. Fingers crossed for that one. Okay, this is massive on me. Absolutely massive. I need to size down to a 12 in this. Definitely, definitely. It's just too big. But I actually really like it. Okay, if I size down in it, as it is at the moment, it's just sort of hanging like a bag. But I can imagine sizing down in it and it being actually really pretty. There's just way too much fabric. Do you know what I mean? But can you imagine if it were actually sort of slimmer and sort of went down and slightly flared out? Let me just gather up a few inches of the fabric to show you what I mean. So if it were a lot slimmer going down, I think it'd be really nice. I actually like the style of it, but I think it just, it needs, I'm going to have a look online and see if I can get it in a 12. Even I think a 14 is going to look massive on me. So I think a size 12 in this would look really nice. As it is at the moment, I feel very sort of witchified and things. But yeah, if it were a lot slimmer in the body, I think it'd look nice. Not quite so much volume in the sleeves as well. And the sleeves were up. I could imagine it. I can imagine it being really nice. I think this is why all the smaller sizes have been sold out, because it's huge. I mean, I knew I was sizing up in it. I knew I'd bought a 16, but normally I'm a 14 you know, at Georgia Asda. Whereas in this, I think a 12, nothing bigger than a 12 would fit. So, and I think everybody's done that. I think that's why all the smaller sizes had gone and these were the only ones that were left, because everybody's had to size down in it. You know, I think it's a very pretty goey-outy dress, but it just needs to be a heck of a lot smaller. So yeah, it's making me look very saggy boobed, and I feel like I'm wearing a bag at the moment, but I can imagine it being really pretty. Can you imagine you wearing this with a pair of tights and a nice little heel, and it being really nice for going out? It just needs to be a lot smaller. I'm going to have a look online, see if I can get it in a smaller size. I'll put on the screen whether I've managed to get it in a smaller size. That'll be interesting, won't it? I suspect that online, all the small sizes have gone. I do. I reckon all the small sizes have gone, because I think everybody will have to size down in this. It's such a shame because I really, really like it. I'm going to definitely try and get it though. But anyway, those are all my things. I'm very excited by some of them. Really excited about them. So I'll hand you back. Okay, I'm really, really chuffed with my stuff. This is the most successful Asda haul I think I've done in ages. Aside from a new toaster and kettle that I absolutely needed. I think what I'm keeping is the black dress, the beach cover up, both nighties, the navy cardi. Is that everything? Oh, and I'm going to see whether that other dress is still available on Georgia Asda, just to try it in a smaller size, just to see what it looks like, because I think it could look really nice. It's just, it doesn't in the size that I've got it in, you know, and the rest can go back. I'm not bothered about it. Absolutely not bothered about it. I think some of them I'll be glad to see the back of, in all honesty. The blue dress with the tie-up neck, and anything else that I see in that style at Asda, I'm going to avoid like the plague, because whatever the design is of those, the neck bit, it's like they've made two bands that they're expecting joined together at the front, and the two bands are about this wide apart. Therefore, the tie detail is going to leave you with sort of a bit hanging here. It just looks ridiculous, absolutely ridiculous. So I'm defo going to avoid anything like that, because I've tried on a shirt like that now and a dress in the same sort of design, and they're both cut on the same pattern, clearly both cut on the same pattern, so it's a no from me on those. But yeah, I've got quite a collection of things that I'm keeping, and I'm very excited about my nighties. I'm going to go put one of my nighties on in a bit, and I'm going to make myself some tea, and then I think I'm going to have a bath and put my nightie on. I'm very, very happy about that. Oh, which to choose, the excitement. And in future, then I'll just be able to wear a nightie when I come home. I'm not going to be thinking, have I got one out of wash? Am I going to be forced to wear PJs tonight? Anyway, that's everything for today. If you've liked this video, please give us a like. It really helps us out. And if you like this kind of content, you might want to consider subscribing. I've left all my details in the description box just in case you want to contact me for any reason. But thank you very much for taking a few moments out of your day to spend with me. Bye.